Hello and welcome to another episode of Ask a Grimm. Yeah, this last month was fucking hectic as shit, but at least now I'm getting on the right path to, getting out of that hole, basically. So, until then, we got some questions to answer. And thank you so very much for asking your questions, I really do appreciate it. Let's begin. Nico Safer1 asks, did you play Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League? Any thoughts on Totally Not Mark? Do you think that video games should be treated as art, and how is Canada right now? Hopefully this isn't too personal. Haven't played Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League because it didn't really appeal to me, and the more I look at it, the more it just pisses me off in terms of its story and gameplay. Totally Not Mark is fine. I haven't watched a lot of their newer content, but that's because some of it hasn't really appealed to me, but they're fine. Video games being treated as art, yeah, I'd say so. Like, art is always a subjective medium, but I do believe that video games could be classified as it, at least certain games. And as for Canada, it's fine. Not the best, but also not the worst. It's just going through a weird spot. AJustice90 asks, now that I know Gwen and Trent is your favorite total drama pairing, how pissed are you when action broke them up in the first 5 episodes? Seen any of like Pharaoh, and if so, any favorite video of his? And do you have any interest in the TCG of Digimon? And coming back to total drama pairings, do you think Gwen and Duncan is one of the worst? I was pissed about that. It was so fucking stupid, and just, what the hell? Outside of a few clips, I haven't really seen much Life Arrow's content, but I've heard good things about it, so maybe I should at one point, but not yet. Currently I have no interest in the TCG. I barely keep up with the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, and that one I've been somewhat following for years, and don't even get me started on Pokemon, because I'm lost. I don't really have much interest in the TCG of Digimon just because I barely keep up with a lot of TCG as is. And Gwen and Duncan, yeah, it was fucking stupid. It was one of the worst. Just, what the fuck? GamerofGamers asks, what are your thoughts on the Activision Blizzard firings? Simply put, I think it was fucking stupid of Blizzard/Activiz, whatever the fuck they go by. I think it was Microblizz now. It's so fucking stupid of them to do that shit. They could have easily afforded the salaries of that. I'm sorry, like, when you're one of the biggest fucking companies out there, you absolutely can fucking afford it. So don't give me that bullshit. It was so fucking stupid of them to fire all these people. The whole reason basically came down to greed from the higher-ups. They wanted their money, and they didn't want to give it to the people who were actually making the products that made their goddamn money in the first place. Anyways, before I go on a tangent about that, yeah, I think it was fucking stupid. I do hope that those who got laid off/fired are able to bounce back. And, fuck those who fired them. Fan-Boi X Jr. asks, did you see Dr. Skipper's video, Godzilla Doesn't Work in America? Did you watch the trailer to Sonic Shadow Generations? Are you aware the Cuphead's cartoon was cancelled? Did you think that One Piece has overstayed its welcome? Are you aware of the news of the One Piece anime remake? Worst Naruto character ever? Worst and best episode of the original Total Drama cartoon? Did you hear that Pokemon is quitting? And what do you think of the Pal World drama? I have not seen Skipper's video, but I will add that to the backlog. I have seen the trailer for Sonic Shadow Generations, and hopefully they don't fuck it up. Hopefully.
That's dumb thinking.
First time I'm hearing about the Cuphead cartoon getting cancelled, but if so, that's really unfortunate, because I heard good things about it. I don't necessarily think One Piece has still overstayed its welcome. I think it's doing just fine in terms of its popularity, because it's a genuinely good story, but I can understand why others would think that. And I don't think they're wrong for thinking that. I just don't agree with it. I am aware of the One Piece remake, and hopefully Wit Studio doesn't use AI for it, because, Jesus Christ, it's like they don't learn. I've heard rumors that they are, and if that's the case, I will not be watching it out of that principle, but we'll have to wait and see. Worst Naruto character? Sasuke. Fuck Sasuke. Oh my god. Just so bad. So poorly written. Fucking plot fortress. Worst and best episode. I guess, best probably the beginning. The worst was probably the final 5 episodes, the one with the Losers Resort. As for Pokemon quitting, first time I'm hearing of it, but, hopefully she'll be doing okay. She's not a terrible person, last I checked. And as for the Pal World drama, it's so fucking stupid. Like, people on both sides are being equally fucking annoying about it, so much so that I just didn't want to buy the fucking game or even play it just because both sides are being incredibly fucking stupid about it. So, it's just dumb. Killjin asks, did you listen to the song Facts with Tom McDonald and Ben Shapiro, favorite original Total Drama character, and worst and best moments in Total Drama? I have listened to portions of Facts thanks to Adosa Buckley's video on it, but as for The song itself on its own, no, I haven't. Just because from what I have heard of it, it's super fucking bad. It just, no. Original tonal drama character. Probably Lashana. You know, when Fresh TV and or tonal drama wasn't fucking her over as a character. Worst and best moments. Again, the final 5 episode of the original series was probably one of its worst moments. Best, I don't know, I guess a one winning? Aunt ASD asks, any thoughts on Has Been Hotel? Have you seen Killjin Productions movie? Did you watch Bob's Burgers? Which Transformers series did you watch? Did you see Joey Cafe Anime has villainous problem? And what do you think of the leak of the Saving Bikini Bottom the Sandy Cheeks movie? I haven't seen the full show yet. I just have only seen the pilot. But it looks alright. I can't really judge it as a series yet though, because I haven't seen it, but one day. I haven't seen Killjin Productions' movie, but I'll add that to the backlog. Bob's Burger, no, I've seen clips of it though, but it existed. As for Transformers series, the most I've seen is the Unicron trilogy from the 2000s, and that's about it. I was on a rewatch of, I want to say, Armada, I believe. That was the first of the trilogy. And then that got fucked over / stopped as a group watching because some people decided to be fucking stupid. Joey Cafe's video, have not seen it. And as for the leak, I've seen snippets of it, but I have not seen the full movie yet. I haven't really cared much about the SpongeBob movies since the first one. Maybe one day, but not today. Sister Bay Bob asks, reviewed No Hard Feelings 2023, worst musical film, any thoughts on Megamind 2's trailer, and did you play The Coffin of Annie and Lele? I will add No Hard Feelings to the backlog. It's been a bit since I've had to update that, but yeah, absolutely. Worst musical film, I don't really watch a lot of musicals, so I can't really answer this, because there isn't any that I've seen. As for Megamind 2's trailer, no, I haven't seen it, because I've never watched the original Megamind. Maybe one day, though. And Coffin of Annie and Lele, no, but I've certainly heard of all the goddamn controversies, just, ugh. Sexy Foxy Lady Commando number 1235 asks, any thoughts on YMS, an underrated Mario character? Your movie sucks, I don't like. He's fucking cringy, he's annoying, and it's like, if I wanted to listen to that, I'd just listen to myself at this point. Pot shots aside, yeah, no, I don't like the guy. As for underrated Mario character, Birdo? Does Birdo count? Commando Big Lady Officer asks, which reject Sonic character did you want to see in the next game? Stupidest moments from One Piece, and how would you rate the worst to best Sailor Moon characters in the manga? Wasn't Tiara Bubowski a rejected Sonic character? I guess that. As for stupidest moments from One Piece, Sanji and Brooks' perverted moments. It's a stupid fucking gag that is so old you can see the wrinkles in the goddamn skin. As for worst and best Sailor Moon characters, off the top of my head, I can list 3 of my favorites, which was Usagi, Mamoru, and Sailor Uranus / was it Haruka? As for the worst character, Pharaoh from the 3rd arc, because what in the fuck was his character? Seriously? What the fuck was this character? It's kind of hard to pick an overall worst just because a lot of the villains sucked, personally speaking. Again, more power to those who enjoyed them, but I just didn't. So I'm gonna go with the Pharaoh guy from the 3rd arc, because he had nothing. Just flat out nothing as a character for me. Playgirl asks, did you hear the Funimation shutting down? Any thoughts on the Knuckles trailer and favorite Dragon Quest game? I have heard the Funimation is shutting down, and Crunchyroll is fucking over its consumers. Again. God damn it. Any thoughts on the Knuckles series trailer? Yeah, I liked the trailer, and I hope it's a good series / show. Hope they execute it well. As for Dragon Quest, haven't played them, but I will get to it one day. And to the backlog. Xans Priness asks, any thoughts on Miraculous? Outside of a few clips, I haven't seen it, and from what I've heard from friends, I'm probably glad I didn't, because I've just heard really bad things about it. At least as the series went on. Again, more power to those who enjoy it, but I'm not interested in seeing it at this point in time. Elenh Karakiou asks, sorry if I mispronounced that, worst episodes from 80s Dragon Ball, and did you miss Saturday morning cartoon schedule? Worst episode from original Dragon Ball, I guess the Oolong episode, by extension. It's kind of hard for me to think of a bad episode from the original Dragon Ball. As for the Saturday morning cartoon schedules, I don't miss it necessarily, but I'd still like to see it return just so that other people can enjoy it, as well as a new generation to enjoy it. BlaCkNuurseVVitchUi asks, have you heard about Vosh and his holder on Twitter? Did you hear that Coyote vs. Acme movie will be released? And have you played the Klonoa games? Oh boy, the Vosh situation. Yeah, I'm aware of it, just... I heard, and oh my god, Vosh, fuck off. So goddamn stupid. Just, fuck this guy. As for Coyote vs. Acme, I have heard of it, and oh my god, Warner Brothers, are you fucking kidding me? It's just release the goddamn thing. It's not like you're fucking starving for money at this point. You could probably use it, especially after Flash bombed. As for Klonoa, I haven't, but I do have that Fantasy Reverie collection. I believe that's the name of it. I do have that, and I will probably get to it at some point. But not yet. PrincessFanLady asks, have you heard about Pirates of the Caribbean will get a reboot and the people's reaction to it? Any thoughts on Actual Justice Warrior? Did you see Spider-Man Lotus? Any thoughts on Deadpool and Wolverine? And did you watch the House MD series? I have heard about the Pirates reboots, and it exists. Like, I don't really have much to say on it, just because I never really cared much for the Pirates series. But neat, I guess? As for the people's reaction, I've heard a couple snippets of it, and it's about what I expected. A lot of grifters just bitching and moaning. Shocker. As for Actual Justice Warrior, I'm not interested in their content. They just come across as a grifter / politically focused, and that's not my cup of tea, basically. So I'm not really interested in their content. Or rather, they exist, I'm just not a fan of it, basically. Spider-Man Lotus, no, but I'm very much familiar with the controversy surrounding it, and oh boy. As for Deadpool and Wolverine, looks fine. I hope they were able to stick the landing, because the MCU has just kind of been going down a fucking shitstorm, but we'll have to wait and see. House MD, I haven't seen it, but I've seen clips of it. It looks alright. Fangirl Poison Ivy Girl Fan asks, are you aware that BetterHelp is awful, and which DC games did you play? Yeah, I've heard about BetterHelp being shit. Just, god damn it. Unfortunate. As for DC games, I played Superman 64 for like 5 minutes. That's about it for DC games. I didn't really play a lot of superhero games growing up, so maybe one day though. But that's about it. Mega Harley Quinn Fangirl asks, did you see Tipster's video defending Vosh, favorite and least favorite moments from Harley Quinn, and did you see Elenh Karakiou's movie? Yeah, I've seen Tipster's video on Vosh, and just... God damn it, Tipster, can you stop being a fucking idiot? As for the Harley Quinn question, I can't really answer that because I haven't really seen the show. Sorry. As for the Elenh Karakiou movie, I haven't seen it. Atreas licok, sorry for the mispronunciation, asks, have you seen the video by GDF, CNN is actually evil? Any thoughts on the Cavernical? Have you played Halo, and did you hear about Sora ChatGPT? I haven't seen the video by GDF because CNN topics just isn't really my thing, so I haven't really seen it. As for Cavernical, not really my cup of tea, and I don't really have much thoughts other than they exist. I played Halo 1 back in the day, but I haven't touched the rest of the series. As for Sora, yes I have, and oh boy, this is gonna fuck things up even further, especially online. Just great, fantastic, fucking hate it here. Darth Death Killer 09 asks, did you see the trailer for X-Men 97? Any thoughts on Tyrone Magnus? Where's GTA Mission? Are you aware that Tara Strong is praising AI art over on her Twitter? And have you played RZ the Jewel for Faramore? I have seen the trailer for X-Men, and it looks alright. Hopefully they stick the landing. I don't like Tyrone Magnus. He's a fucking grifter, and when he's not doing that, he's just a shitty reaction channel. Not my thing. Where's GTA Mission? There isn't many that pop up in my head, so I'm just gonna go with the final one from GTA 4. Basically as a default thing. I should probably play more of the series, but as of this point, I can only really go with the final one from 4. Tara Strong praising AI art. I'd be so fucking surprised, but at this point, she has just done so much stupid shit that it just doesn't even faze me anymore. I haven't played RZ yet, but it does look appealing, so I'll probably pick it up eventually. Common Homer Simpson asks, have you seen Doodle Tones' video, the SEC communication problem, and the 2 videos on Sean S? Yes, I have. And goddamn it, Sean, what the fuck? AngryCowBOY asks, are you aware that McDonald's is going to make an anime series? Any thoughts on Grade A Under A? And did you hear about the Ouija pie allegations? I've seen the trailer of it, and it looks alright. As for Grade A Under A, not my cup of tea. But they exist. And as for Ouija pie, okay, this one. Yeah, I've heard of it. And fuck Ouija pie, frankly. Maybe it's not true, maybe it is. Either way, not looking good, Chief. Not a fan of Ouija pie, basically. Just fuck him, currently. Dark Goofy from World War II asks, did you play Skull and Bones? And did you hear that they're going to make a live-action Naruto movie? I haven't played Skull and Bones because it doesn't look interesting to me, but, it exists. And as for the Naruto one, it's kind of been in the rumors for a while, but at least now I got an official confirmation of it. I've heard of it, and it exists. Maybe they'll do a good job with it, maybe they won't. We'll have to wait and see. And the final set of comments come from CaptainFlamingoFan. Worst and best episode of Demon Slayer, underrated Bleach character, favorite line and joke from Naruto, and worst episode from Digimon Adventure 2. Okay, so Demon Slayer, I can't answer this one legitimately because I went through the manga when I was going through this series, not the anime. So, unfortunately, I can't answer this one. Sorry. As for underrated Bleach character, probably Chad. I guess either that or Orihime because she tended to get shit on by a lot of the community back in the day. Line and joke from Naruto, I don't really have one just because, like, a lot of Naruto I remember more so for the fights than a lot of the storytelling. I guess the closest thing to a joke was seeing Sasuke get his ass kicked repeatedly by characters like Killer Bee and, well, the Raikage. But I don't think that was meant to be a joke. As for the worst episode, I'd probably go with the finale, if only because I view the rest of the series as just okay, and the ending was kind of disappointing. I didn't completely hate the epilogue, but it was just kind of disappointing, if anything. So by default, I kind of consider it the worst. And I think, to my knowledge, that'll do it for this episode of Ask a Grimm. Thank you all so very much for your questions. I really do appreciate it. And if you'd like to see your questions on the next episode of Ask a Grimm, absolutely leave them in the comments below. I'd love to read them. Until then, have a great day, everyone.